Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to what is potentially going to be the weirdest video stream that has ever been on my channel. Um, so my last stream over on Twitch, I got a raid and they informed me that KFC made a dating simulator game. Obviously, I had to investigate this straight away, and it is called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger licking good dating simulator. It is free on Steam. It is free, so I was like, that is going straight on my wish list, and I downloaded it straight after I finished that stream. And yeah, it's the day after, it's the stream after, and that is what we are going to be playing today. I thought I normally introduce the videos whilst on the title screen, but this one I feel like it needed a bit of an explanation before we got into it, to be honest. So I did a brief bit of research about this, and it is genuinely made by KFC. Like, it is made by KFC. I think it was made as more of like a promotion thing. But yeah, it's a dating simulator where you have to try and romance slash impress Colonel Sanders, aka the face of KFC. I think it kind of has a slight dig at like traditional Japanese dating sims with some of the like stereotypes. And they made Colonel Sanders hot, which is weird. But I think it's about an hour long or so to do just like a straight through playthrough. So I thought we've got to have a go at this. We've got to have a go. Hey Brody, hello. I am so sorry that you have come in to this, but welcome on in. I hope you're good. I am gonna get the game loading up. Fried chicken crocs for such a moment. I have not seen fried chicken crocs, but I feel like we're going to see things that are a lot worse in this game. So I'm going to get it opening up. I apologise if it comes on extremely loud. I haven't been into the game and done any setup or anything for it yet. I wanted this to be pure first reaction. Pure first reaction. Okay, I need to download and install something apparently. Says hi. Hello, Emma. Hello. Right, so apparently we need to download something else. Also, there's a dog in this game that I believe is the professor. Hey Kitsune, hello, welcome on in. How are you? We are prepping for the game of I don't even know what to say about it. We all know what I'm playing. We all know what I'm playing. It's gonna be wild. So yeah, I think your aim is to either get him to romance you or want to be like your chef partner kind of thing. So obviously we are gonna flirt with everyone. I do love a good dating sim, I'm not gonna lie. I do love a good dating sim. I also love KFC. So on paper it should be the perfect game. Whatever what this extra thing that I need to install actually installs. Speaking of KFC, we had it last night. Honestly, I can see me ordering it tonight. If this game is good. If this game is good. Because it was made as promotional content for KFC. So let's go. Time to get some KFC man booty. Right, I'm gonna go over. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is loud. Why is it so loud and why can I not see the game? Oh god. Oh lord. Yep, they made Colonel Sanders hot. Okay. Well, you could definitely hear it. I literally had to turn my mixer right down to the bottom there. Let me try get the volume settings. Master volume. I'm going to turn that right down so I can put my audio back up at normal volume. And hopefully not kill us all. Turn it back up on my headphones now. Okay, prioritize quality or prioritize speed? Who knows? Who knows? I had KFC in ages, not gonna lie. I last had KFC a couple of weeks ago at a service station on the way back from Liverpool. After I had to drive Brian hours away to go to the passport office. I don't actually like KFC now that I come to think about it. It's not my favourite. I'd rather have McDonald's, I'm not gonna lie. He's like, hot, can't believe. Good bunch of lines, it's hot. I can't believe they made the old guy on the bucket of KFC hot. Like, I don't even know. We're gonna try and romance everyone. That's what we are gonna do. So let's, new game. How do we get started? Tell us your name. I don't have that many C's in my name. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be a game where there's a lot of reading, so let's go. Automod, do not be liking. They turned him into a DILF, yes. Soz Automod, I am gonna allow that because it is true. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. That is still insanely loud on the mixer, I do apologise. Oh god. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever is probably what I would do, but we're gonna try. We are gonna try. We'll smack that clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. A gilf, actually. You do be a grandpa. I mean, yeah. How old is the real Colonel Sanders? Is he even still alive? I don't know. He's a foxy grandpa. So, our apartment's cute. Anyway, we got this. It's gonna be weird that we got a chicken poster and all we're literally gonna be doing is, like, cooking that poor thing. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. The real one is dead. Born in 1890, died in 1980. That is a very good long life. I thought it probably would be dead because KFC was probably founded a long time ago. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. I'm not sure, so this is what Americans call a biscuit. That looks more like a scone to me. Like, a biscuit to me would be like a digestive. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. You gotta watch the KFC movie next stream. It's on YouTube for free. That's how you know it's a good movie. Oh god. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Oh, she's cute. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Rebecca. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Why can't we just go with Miriam instead? She's so much cuter. She is very cute. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quick sandbox, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Why do they have to say the full name of the university every single time? A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's big her up. We're gonna pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves beginning to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Same. Can you believe I cut them myself? Same. Not gonna lie. You can definitely believe it. Same. My hair was a lockdown moment. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. She's also quite hot. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Rebecca's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Please stop talking about my shins. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van? You rang? Am I actually going to do voices for everyone? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Van. He's definitely a himbo. Is that a hat or hair, or I have no idea. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. He's cute. Oopsie. I think he's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you meant thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. And his name tag clearly says Bob. I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Rebecca. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? He is, in a child sort of way. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wandering who keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Okay, so we've got a nice bucket of chicken on here. There's also a very strange man poster behind my head, but... A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. I'm glad they didn't use the full name that time. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. I hate me for doing this. What? Cute Dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fills the air inside the classroom. It's chilly. Someone close the window. And then... he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's... If it isn't my favourite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. What voice do we do for Colonel? Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Fawcett Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Rebecca sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable, tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Oh, God. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Why is he walking like a zombie? Don't you recognise me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. What's up with his hands? Yeah, he's just like... Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing what appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzzz, whir. The class bursts into laughter. Look at him in his little chef jacket. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I take a multivitamin every day, actually. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Do we give him a beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack? I feel like this chicken snack, yeah. This is the KFC game. There's a chicken on his little podium. There's a drawing of some chicken on the blackboard. I think we've got to give him a chicken snack. The irony if this dog hates chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favourite! Look at him. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavours on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Rebecca, there's still a seat here. Seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. I think you do a lot of that. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Do we sit by Daddy Colonel Sanders, or do we sit with our best friend forever? I don't know, because I am always loyal to a best friend, but Daddy Colonel Sanders. I don't want Miriam to hate us though if we go and sit next to him. Also, I don't think in real life I would not be brave enough to go and sit next to the hot guy. I'm the person that sits at the other side of the room and is like... I feel like we go and sit by our best friend. Daddy Sanders. You think we should go and sit with Daddy Colonel Sanders? Shall we just go for it? Are we gonna do whatever it takes to get Daddy Sanders? Do we stab everyone in the back to get this man? If she's your best friend, she'd want you to be happy. True, true. Yeah, also if it was my best friend, I'd be like, you go get that chicken man. Let's go for it. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. Hi guys, I'm finally done with my work, maybe. Hi Sonny, welcome on in. I told you we would be playing this game today. I told you. We're going savage. We are going savage. We're going all in to get Daddy Sanders. Is Lub Lub here today? I'm not sure. I haven't seen them in chat yet. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. Soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. FYI, my real life culinary skills range as far as putting toast in a toaster and making a pot noodle, so if we get asked genuine cooking questions, I am not gonna know. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is travelling to point B, and train B is travelling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Meh depends. Extremely, looking at you, Pop. Or it doesn't matter at all. This one I think I know. I think it's extremely important to wash your hands before cooking. Even if you're just making a pot noodle. That's right. Forest is to tree, as to chicken is to feather, night vision goggles, or a slam dunk. This one I'm going to take a guess at feather. Chicken and feathers. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, the meat tenderizer, or a spork? I am a fan of a spork. Do like a good spork. Multifunctional. That's what a spork is. I think we go for a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Wrong. Everything has to be coated in salt. I am that person that will probably die of heart disease by the time I'm 30. Camel meat or a pancake that looks like a silly face. I don't agree with camel meat. And there's no such thing as not too much salt. So I think we go pancake. I'm gonna go pancake that looks like a silly face. That's wrong! Oh no. Is Sprinkles a good boy? No. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Oh, yes. Out of curiosity, what was the right answer to that question? Was it anything as long as it's not got too much salt? Because he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. That's right. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Not bad, not bad. I am a perfectionist, so I am a little bit sad at that, but only one wrong. Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? I can't remember his voice. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd make to like an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumours true? Is this. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. That does actually look really good. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavours. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, do you think we should What, do you think we want your secret recipe, dude? Psh, nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of these ingredients is poisoning. Got him? He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. I kind of feel like I've changed her voice slightly, but... You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realises that he's destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the madman. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. That is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Sonny, thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna need a lot of hydrates today with all this talking and daft voices, but it's so worth it. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment to try and identify every flavour. Savour the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light. Don't go towards the light. I think we should savour it and think about Colonel Sanders. The flavours in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavours, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavour, are they the same? After tasting his foods, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. A chicken staff. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavours that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Love to know what this is. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is a perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Or be modest but thoughtful. I don't think we should neg him. He's probably not gonna like that. Isn't negging someone where, like, you say something good and you're like, oh, but you could do this to be better? Like, yeah, that's really good, but it could be better. I think that's what negging means. I'm not sure if suggesting an additional ingredient will be an idea, because this is his recipe and it's already, like, Great. Should we be modest? Be modest about thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavours were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savoury, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Rebecca. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, and I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. But today's lesson will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Rebecca. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. I'm so sorry, Miriam. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Hiya, love. No, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. We're still in the first day. We are flirting our way to Colonel Sanders' heart. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop, as cute as you are, you were trying to use a window as a door earlier. And this thing is literally a cooking machine. I think we go for Clank. Hi, love. I hope you're good. Welcome on in. I think we go for Clank. Unless Pop is really some kind of, like, secret dark horse, but let's go with the cute robot. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Burp, burp, burp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. I love Clank. Zzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ha ha ha. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Or your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Mashed potatoes, yeah, I was feeling mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Aren't they both side dishes at KFC? Yeah, I'm feeling mashed potatoes and gravy. I do love mashed potatoes. Oh, mashed potatoes and gravy. Mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. This is making me hungry, yeah. Honestly, yeah, I do really be fancying some KFC now, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Posture check, thank you. Right, shoulders up, and back, and down. And everything always clicks in my back when I do that, but it feels really good. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Someone called for me. No. Geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Rebecca's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. The music's getting intense. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van. We working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Rebecca was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Man. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Why are Van Vanners and Miss Jojo? They do kind of look like they're both having like a face off against each other. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. She's even got little, like, chicken patterns on her tights. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Or turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back. I mean, Miriam started talking about my chins earlier, which was a bit weird. I think we're gonna have to just suck up to Colonel Sanders, aren't we? I'm saying Miriam. I don't know. Do we just suck up to Colonel Sanders, or I don't know. It'll be so embarrassing if he turns down. Or is Miriam gonna be pissed because we didn't choose her? Oh, Love says Miriam as well. I'm already like way overthinking this game. I'm like, what if Miriam hates us because we didn't sit with her and we didn't pick her? Okay, let's go with Miriam then. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. I actually think that Ashley and Batman were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust, vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Rebecca is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in the hope he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mash texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down into the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. I can't with this game. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. It's bonding over the mashed potato and gravy. So romantic. Oh dear. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you'll fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Dan, do something, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realises that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Rebecca. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes first? Van rushes over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. I keep forgetting this guy exists. The interrupting student rushes at Van and sweeps a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It's been eaten. I think I'll have something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Did he just turn into a ghost? Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. It's aggressive. This game is chaotic. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. This went from 1 to 1,000 real quick. Yes, it did. Not Pop. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. He's like an actual child where they just like eat dog poo and stuff, so his immune system is like insane. I can't believe this guy turned into a ghost though. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? Hi, just turned into a ghost over here. Case ghost of student. Evolution speedrun. Oh, so we gotta give him like a spooky voice now, haven't we? Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Also, there's an actual ghost here now. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realise I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. We've known this man for a day. A day. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Rebecca. There's something I need to tell you. It's been a day exactly. We've known this guy for like, what, 6 hours a school day would be? And we're in love. Hold it right there. I don't know why Van Van's suddenly gone cowboy, but there's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Every day since then, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Van, hustle culture icon. He is something. What? The spark monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me, just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. This must be the battles that the Steam description said. What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? The Spork Monster sounds insecure. I mean, he's definitely a monster. Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. It's kind of like Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Do we attack or do we defend? When I'm playing Pokemon, I'm just like, fully attack everything. Let's attack again. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I think we're going to defend this time. If we only know that one move that does 1 damage, we will defend. Second hand burn only makes you feel very reasonable. Let's defend this time. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter. This is not happening. This is not happening. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. Defense 101, Denial. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Well, defending clearly didn't work, so let's just attack. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch. Oh. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Where were you earlier? Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him, or spare this wretched beast. Do we spare Spork Monster? Cleavage. He got a bit flustered there. Are we sparing Spork Monster? Answer, spare him. Are we? He's a bit. It might be nice deep down. He was quite insecure. Or do we go finish him? Let's be kind to him. Oh, okay. We will spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realise that he is still a living creature with a pure soul, who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast. I knew you'd dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it is so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. Oh, sorry. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. I can't tell if the dialogue is self-aware or it's just that bad. I think it's very self-aware. I think this game was made to kind of be like a bit of a Mickey take to like traditional Japanese dating sims. Borka, would that be the dog or is that too obvious? Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realise that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. We're all riding chicken. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you have had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. As she like him, or is this going to take another weird turn? Like him, like. I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. She's in love with the robot. We got talking after class and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. I knew she was a robot fucker. Oh, leave Miriam alone. Love is love. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the home. It was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be better you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend a University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? Oh, we definitely connected yesterday. Ha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Colonel Sanders Transformers confirmed. Yeah, I did not get that sentence. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, then why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. She sounds jealous. Yeah. She does sound quite jealous, actually. Could she be another love rival? This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. Another love interest. Yeah, potentially. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavour was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. Like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. I'm going to attempt to do this. Fibber. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I think we should make up a fake ingredient. What are you guys thinking? Fake ingredient, or do we actually tell her? As much as I'm loving Miriam, I feel like she would definitely blob. Protect it like your life depends on it, yeah. We did say we were going to do anything to win the love of Colonel Sanders. I second that. Yeah, she would definitely... She'd end up telling Robot Loverboy, wouldn't she? Probably. We'll make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. This man's on a horse. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a horse. Swoon. Do we stand back and admire his majestic glory, or do we run to him? I don't want to seem too... I think we should just stand back and watch. We don't want to look too desperate, do we? Let's stand back and... Also, I don't want to scare the horse. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. It is a very pretty horse. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realise anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it, that's what I just said. That is so something I would do. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Rebecca just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see that your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, the man, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested, but really try and get a closer look. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own, Lex, honey? Or just tell them to grow up. Because that is what I want to do. Call them out. I'm going to tell them to grow up. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behaviour. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Oh, now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, aren't you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Is someone going to get popped down off the wall? Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. I feel so bad for Pop, yeah. At least he didn't die yesterday, though. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. He's crying. Bzzz. Oh, he's getting mad now. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? So with her eyes, yeah, they went a bit weird. I'm not used to doing so much talking. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologized for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Rebecca? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? I think we probably need a glass of water after spending the entire lesson daydreaming. I think we go with a glass of water. You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine. It was from my favourite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared. Be a timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time, or step up and tell them you're on. I just want to tell them to do one, honestly. What do you guys think? You're on? Do we take them on in a little cook-off thing? Okay, let's tell them you're on. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. She's literally carrying a meat cleaver with her. I'm not the fool, or you're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Rebecca. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. No, students. Please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, I don't like this. What temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees C. That's right, but how would you have even gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavour? Vigilance? That's wrong. I had no idea what that one was. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Their classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. It will be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? A small time with big dreams. How am I meant to know these answers? I'm literally just guessing. That's wrong. Sorry, my nose is really bunged up. This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? No. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep. Game over. Do we try again? Is there an actual way that we are meant to know the answers to them questions? Oh, I'm gonna go for all of them again. Turning on the timer. Obviously the first couple were like stuff that we actually know, but right, 100 degrees C for the water. 11 spices. What state of mind? Trust? It's vigilance? Ashley simply stronger and faster than ever. You better pick up the pace you must first. Forget where you came from. You meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. The shoulder of Orion. Why? Sound of success? Bubbling. I swear it's just telling me I'm wrong no matter what. Oh dear. Right, let's... Third time lucky. Surely we can't get it wrong this time. Alright, 100 degrees C. 11 spices. Is it trust? Or gratitude? Gratitude. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Right, and it's deep beneath the surface of the Pacific. I've clicked every option so far. Silence. That's right, when they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they're unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Rebecca. He's actually cheering you on. which would be awesome, except no one is watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. This quiz is rigged. That middle question must be because I'm sure I have clicked I'm sure I've clicked every single option for one of them. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to... I didn't have a chance to read the question. Grr. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. I can't even read. What does this have to do with the crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Zzz. I know you'll nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilised in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Whirr. You might not have any hands, but Rebecca does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Sounds dangerous. Rebecca, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. What is going on? Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Fully expected you to lose the hand. I would not have been surprised. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Look at his little concerned face. Oh, you can't really see it because of my head, but... Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Rebecca's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavour that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Rebecca to do the honour, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dipped his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his moustache. Do we internalise the rage that we feel, or do we put ourselves between Colonel Sanders and Ashley? What do we do? Do we go defend our man? we do, guys? Shall we just fully go for it and put ourselves between them? I need to go for really quick pee breaks. I've already drunken a lot today, so make your minds up with what we should do. Do we internalise our rage, or do we put ourselves between Colonel Sanders and Ashley? Let me know, let me know. I am just gonna go have a quick pee break. So you guys also do the same. Get drinks, get snacks, do whatever you need to do. And I will be back in just a moment. I am back. Oof, my stream didn't like that. Right. Internalizing the rage that we feel. I don't think we should stick ourselves between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. We need to get our mans. We need to go get him. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils, and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. I didn't know it would like so quickly game over us. Try again. Please don't make me do the quiz again, for God's sake. Oh no, I've got to go through all that again. What does this do? Oh, that's just the menu. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get our hand zapped again. Okay. Right, internalize the rage that we feel. Do not touch the mustache. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a harder time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Our eyebrows literally set on fire. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. So we've got our hands stuck in the mixer and we've also burnt off our eyebrows in pure rage. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like always having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologise for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a Spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. Obviously. But I was still a student. Till one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Becca, together I'm sure we will defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Obviously he's got a chicken. It looks like you'll live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day could be an adventure, if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Or both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? I think we should tell him. He told us one of his, secret ingredients. Let's reveal it. You've decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. And another KFC side. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luxe hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realise that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. We've got to look at this candle. I love a candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of '69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Let's look at these photos. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing with them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The camel photo. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Is Colonel Sanders a time traveller? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. He's coming. The door just opened. I want to look at this chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realise it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." The baby photo. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and moustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. So he was born with the beard. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? A large urn. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. The view. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. "Ooh, you were thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?" Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? Ooh, I could just tell you my name right now. It's... You see, I'm in the middle of something. You open the window a crack and the ghost of students is swept out with a breeze. Is this a comb? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. On further inspection, you realise that the hair therein isn't just silvery in colour, it's actually made of spun silver. I guess we're working our way over to the door. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh no. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. That is a good question. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Sexy time. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. Do we tell him that we're cold, or do we fess up and tell the truth? I don't know. The last time we tried to make a move, we got a game over. Do we just tell him the truth? Tell him we were being a bit nosy? Cold. Okay, let's tell him that we were cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Rebecca. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. There we go. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But what if the recipe is a secret? How will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Fried chicken with American biscuits. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg or flatter him? Thank you for the look, and thank you. I think we should flatter him. We need to flirt with this man. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out of the window. With the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out of the door and get home. Has he just friend-zoned us? There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Sonny, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. I hope the Colonel didn't just friend zone us. We will make it lovers. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Gabba, thank you for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, when I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful, I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh god, I forgot about this. Oh no. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Love was right. Right about what? I'm scared. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. About Miriam getting with Clank. But if we just, like, told her to partner up with Pop, would she have ended up getting with Pop? Because that's weird, because he looks like a child. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they've been picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's the swirly? It sounds delicious. No. Does she always get with Clank then? I mean, it's between a robot and a child-looking dude. It's a bit weird either way. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee hee, sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. That sounds like a euphemism. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Rebecca, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you trust in my words and I won't have it. Bless me. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. I forgot about that. Doesn't look like you could go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Everyone excited for the final day of school. Rebecca, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fine form by this afternoon. Are you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Rebecca. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Rebecca. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I could think of one surefire way to find out. Oh dear, this is not going to end well, is it? You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic. The desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. We're not messing with the spell. Do we mess with the spell? I don't want to mess with the spell. It ended up turning Spork Monster into Spork Monster from a retriever, so... How on earth have you found this cave? Hi Casey! Welcome! Welcome to KFC Dating Simulator! We got raided yesterday by Sunny and they were playing it and I obviously had to look it up. And it's free on Steam. It is actually made by KFC and Colonel Sanders is hot. Definitely do it. Do it. Oh no. But yeah, hi Casey. Welcome. I hope you are good. We're casting the forbidden spell. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what it is you were doing. Alright, after looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Something about this moment feels very familiar. Do we, like, go around in circles if I keep saying cast it? What the actual heck? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, so I was like, I know what we're gonna do tomorrow. And I am indeed spectacular. How are you? I am really good, thanks. This game is... It is something. It really is something. Do it again. The only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what you were doing. Yeah, we must keep going around in circles. Okay, don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Yeah, the dog is our professor. Colonel Sanders is our classmate. There's also a robot, a child, and a ghost. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Welcome back. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. What happened after we cast the spell? He just kept going around in a circle saying that it confused us and we forgot what we were doing, and it gave us both the options again. So if you keep saying to cast it, it just keeps going round and round. Let's wait to see what happens with Sprinkles. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terence, I told you never to come back here, Terence. I will destroy you, Terence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologise for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Rebecca, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Also, our best friend is romancing the robot. I told you to save it for after class. Oh, it's so sad. Bzz, bzz. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Whirr. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Whirr. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You could all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panel, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. His eyeballs had popped out. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. This game requires drugs to come up with, I swear. KFC came up with this themselves. It's promotional content for KFC. Let me remind you, this is a legit game from a multi-billion-dollar company. The secret ingredient in KFC, cocaine. That's one of the 11 herbs and spices. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Copyrighted. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. If that were true, it would taste better. I do quite want some KFC now, though. They pulled a Coca-Cola and slowly shifted to MSG. Before you could think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several drops of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? A tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. / robot. The movie is bonkers too. They made it into a rom-com where his love interest mum is like plotting to overthrow him. There's a movie, yeah, apparently there's a movie as well. I haven't looked into that. I got completely sidetracked by the game, obviously. Also, how is this? I thought this was meant to be like an hour playthrough, but I've been recording for 2 hours and 16 minutes now. It's on YouTube for free, of course. Like, this game is on Steam for free. Gotta see this shit, yeah. I would quite like to watch it on stream, but I feel like I'd probably get copyright struck somewhere. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. You've watched it twice, Gabba? Oh god. It might be something I have to do in my spare time. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I am intrigued what happens if we do tell her to pair up with Pop on the first day, though. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. They got Mario Lopez to act in it, still can't get over that super hot actor to portray a sexified Colonel Sanders, though. I can't think who Mario Lopez is off the top of my head. Give me a sec. Mario... They got him to be Colonel Sanders. Mario Lopez, Colonel Sanders. Oh! It's called A Recipe for Seduction. Yeah, I've just found the, like, movie poster for it. A Lifetime original mini-movie presented by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Just watch it, please. I am gonna watch it at some point, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, that is another thing that I did not realise I needed to see today. Okay. Back to the game. You've decided to head to the arena earlier to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. Last time we were in here, a student died. Sunny and me watched it together. Yeah, I would love to watch it on stream, but I think there will be some kind of copyright issues. It's so bad it's good. I'll keep you updated if I watch it. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Rebecca's famous chicken pot pie. It's hilarious. It looks it. If it's on par with this game, then okay. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Why is he at this side so we can't see him? Get your ass over here. How long is it? I don't know. It says it was like a mini movie, but I only saw the Google Images thing for it. I haven't actually found it on YouTube yet. Rebecca, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualising success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Oh, it's only 10 minutes. Oh, you think it might have gone off YouTube? That sucks. It'll be on the internet somewhere. Boo. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualising her. That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. My day is ruined. It's not. You're gonna watch this game and see if we manage to romance Colonel Sanders. We can't ignore it. We're gonna have to get it out of the oven. We can't ruin it. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualising. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all butter crust. You don't even see it. Let me move my big head out of the way. That's my border. This is him. This is the man. This is him. Oh, I don't even know what I've got hold of now. That's my sound alerts. There you go. That's the man I've just messed up my entire scene for. I'm not really able to get back in the little border now, am I? Aha! Why does it not move smoothly? The cheekbones, yeah. Oh, hang on. Camera. Stop being stupid. It probably would have been easier just to change scenes, to be honest, but I don't do things easily. Hang on. That probably would have made more sense to do, but I like to be difficult. It's got an advert for Coke. They're watching us. Honestly, Brian I messaged Brian about opening a Monzo account the other night, and then all I got was ads for Monzo. Just to use when I go on the hen do next month. But yeah, everyone is definitely, Big Brother's always watching. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Ha, no. I could smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it'll probably start burning in a second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. That's what cookies are, basically. Yeah, they're the virtual cookies anyway, not yummy cookies. A video I was watching mentioned Spotify, and then I got an email from Spotify. Yeah, Brian also sent me a link to some trousers, some work trousers that he bought, to show me them, and then all I got for the rest of the night was Facebook adverts for that specific brand. Very annoying. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. You want some mac and cheese? I am just getting quite hungry watching this. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Basta Blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. You found a Dailymotion link for the movie. Oh, you might have to post it in the Discord because I don't think you can post links in chat at the moment. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. What a G. Why? How come Clank can suddenly speak English now? Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has a spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do we cast a spell, or do it the hard way? What are we doing? He just murdered Clank, what the fuck? It just unplugged him. Plug him back in after the food battle. Skip the spell. Yeah, I was thinking skip the spell because we cheated yesterday at lunchtime and we ended up getting our hand mashed in a blender, so we're gonna do it the hard way. It's gonna backfire on it, it has to. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders seems that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Rebecca. Miriam notices too. I've always believed in you, Rebecca, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Won't happen twice, don't worry, use the spell. No, we can't use the spell. We are not getting on Ashley's level. She's a bitch. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Oh, I've got a little fly friend. Hi. It's the secret ingredient. Oh no. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve? What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the midst of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. While you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. Oh, we've upset the Spork Monster now. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Horrible person. I didn't mean to upset Steve, the Spork Monster. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Summon extra power from deep down within yourself, or give up and drop out of culinary school. I am not giving up now. Going for it. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. I have become at one with the mac and cheese. Did you tell us anything? I wouldn't upset the Spork Monster. He tried to kill me on the first day, but my heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Ooh, yes, Rebecca, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you are powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Rebecca. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. There's like a heavy metal breakdown going on in the background. This is some anime shit. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I am truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Yeah, because Clank's outside. One student's dead. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, hey, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? Someone asked for a wedgie, whom I to refuse. I thought the wedgie was salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. 3 days to be exact. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. They're so small. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. I want to see Gordon Ramsay play this game. Well, Gordon Ramsay does know what Twitch is these days, doesn't he? So Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Rebecca, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of sea urchin with spines from a second, different coloured type of sea urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh all around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ow! My tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving a food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. I actually spat all over my desk then. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to enjoy his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yes, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. I mean, it looks pretty, but Turkish delight is fucking rank. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it is quite delightful. However, I'd ask you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Rebecca? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. Fam, I will fight. What, you like Turkish delight? It's rank. It's grim. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could spell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. Turkish delight slaps. No. It's like, it tastes like fake flour. It's not good. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. You're just wrong, my guy. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. I've never tried it. I would not recommend it. It's weird. I think it's definitely like you either love it or hate it kind of thing. But like I can't even describe what it tastes like. It's just not. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. It's mac and cheese and KFC. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. I much prefer a mani halwa to Turkish delight. I have not even heard of that. It tastes like goodness. We'll have to agree to disagree. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing? And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. First, I don't like Turkish delight. It leaves a weird metallic taste in my mouth and my tongue dislikes it. Y'all haters, no. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, ow, ow. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says he can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did when they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. This is clearly written in the school's bylaws. It was never actually a ghost. It was all just a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He has arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Is Pop the school... Pop's dad is the school's dean. That's how we got on the course. Ah, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honour of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. My voice is going to be killing tomorrow for all of this. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Canfrouge has to hands down be my fave. Arab sweet, saffron and cardamom mini donut, and it's like the softest, most spongiest thing ever. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever had any like sort of Arab type foods. I don't think I have. But that sounds really cool. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. I live in Bahrain, so Arab food is something I do eat frequently, apart from my own Indian food. Ooh. I love like hearing people talk about like, you know, like the different cultures and like what's their like kind of normal to them. Just because I feel like in the UK we are very sort of, we don't learn that much about different cultures and stuff. So I love hearing about it. I find it really interesting. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Oh my god, you're British? Yeah. Some reason I thought you were Aussie. No, I'm from England. Yeah, I'm from like northern England. So yeah, oh, I wish I was Australia. I don't know. Is it the koalas? Is that what made you think? I do love koalas, but no, I am English, very northern. The end. We didn't get any sexy time with Colonel Sanders. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Rebecca, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. Truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Rebecca. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? But my amazing mashed potato. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. I mean, to be fair though, that is me all over. I cannot cook for shit. Drama. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't think we were good. I thought we did really well. I thought we did well. Considering my cooking goes as far as pot noodles and ready meals, I thought we did well. Oh, my dear Rebecca, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. I can't turn it down. So that was I Love You, Colonel Sanders. We won his heart, but we did not win his respect as a chef. So did we even win? Sad. Big sad. I was hoping we'd managed to do both. I'm glad at least we managed to romance him, I suppose. We didn't even hardly see any romance. We just did some flirting. I thought we'd at least get a little smooch. Yeah. Would you be copyrighted for watching the movie off stream? Watching the movie off stream if it's been taken down from both YouTube and the Lifetime website? I'm actually intrigued as to why they took it off. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's old or I do get a bit weird about like watching stuff on the stream that could potentially be copyrighted though. Oh no, it's not old. It came out December 13th, 2020. So it's not old. There's the trailer for it. Yeah, I don't know where you can actually watch it, but it's probably something I'm gonna have to like look into my own time. I mean, I even get an achievement for romancing him. Is there even achievements in this game? You can actually collect... There's different endings to it, apparently. There's like a guide on Steam to. Hang on, let's have a look at this. I'll leave the game up in the background. Search a recipe for seduction full movie on Google and you'll get the Daily Motion link to it. Okay. I want to have a look at this guide just to see what can like actually happen. Right, so I think it tells you just like what to choose. Which I think we did all like the first chapter bit fine. Focus your mind, enjoy the rest of the meal. Colonel Sanders, then meet him outside. I honestly can't remember. Modest but thoughtful. Pick Clank, but you can pick Pip instead for different dialogue. Grandmother's mashed potatoes. Everyone gets sick except Pip because what the fuck? Bell signals to everyone the class is over. You can defend for the whole battle and spare the wretched beast. Enjoy your weird little dream, then wake up. Make up a fake ingredient, run to him and get the shit kicked out of you by the horse. We didn't run to him because I was scared I was a bit scared of the horse. Compliment the craftsmanship of the horse's shoes. Act like you're not interested. Is that in the book thing? And then any of the 3 options. Dog treat for extra choice. Tell them you're on. 111. Gratitude. A small time big dreams is born. How wholesome. Silence. Any choice here works. It doesn't matter because the colonel's taken over. And then internalize your rage. Reveal. Click on the centered candle. Click on the glowing door. Fess up and tell the truth. We pretended we were cold. Spend a magical night with Colonel Sanders. 8-5. Flatter him. Ending with her disapproving of your obsession with Colonel Sanders. I don't think she didn't disapprove of us. Don't do it after all, you must be hungry. Fess up about practice dish. You can choose to adopt Spark Monster or not, but why wouldn't you, you heartless jerk? We didn't even get an option for that. Is that because we attacked him? I want both his love and respect. I thought there might have been like achievements for this, but apparently not. You know, like different ending achievements. What happens when you use a spell? We tried and we just kept forgetting what we were doing. There's some weird shit in here. Stay true to Miriam guide. Okay. So that was the KFC dating sim game. Yeah, I am just gonna end the recording for YouTube. So yeah, you guys on YouTube, thank you so much for watching this. This game was one hell of a ride, and honestly, I was there for it. kind of sad that we didn't get him to respect us as a chef, but we won his love, so what else do you need, you know? Colonel Sanders' love. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already. And also comment down below and let me know if you have played this game, if you would play this game. It was a ride, yeah. But see you all in the next one. Bye!